The Wilderness Calls, a sweeping aerial shot of a misty Yellowstone National Park at dawn. Snow dusts the peaks, and a lone gray wolf howls on a rocky outcrop, its breath visible in the crisp air. The camera zooms in on its piercing amber eyes. In the heart of the American wilderness, a creature roams that embodies the untamed spirit of the wild, the gray wolf. Feared, revered, and misunderstood, this majestic predator has carved its place in the soul of the natural world. Its howl echoes through time, a song of survival, resilience, and mystery. But the story of the gray wolf is more than a tale of survival. It's a saga of conflict, redemption, and the delicate balance of life itself. Music swells, a haunting orchestral score with soft strings and a faint drum beat, evoking the pulse of the wild. Act 1, The Ancient Traveler. Visual, archival footage of wolves moving through dense forests, intercut with ancient Native American petroglyphs depicting wolves. Narrator, the gray wolf is no stranger to the American landscape. For millennia, it roamed across vast swaths of North America, from the frozen tundra of Alaska to the sun-scorched deserts of Mexico. With its thick fur, powerful jaws, and keen intelligence, the gray wolf was built for survival, a super predator perfectly adapted to hunt, thrive, and endure. Visual, close-up of a wolf pack hunting an elk. The wolves move with precision, their movements synchronized, communicating with subtle glances and low growls. Wolves are not solitary creatures. They live in packs, tight-knit families bound by loyalty and instinct. Each pack is a complex society, led by an alpha pair, with every member playing a role: hunters, caretakers, sentinels. They work as one, a living testament to the power of cooperation. Visual, a wolf pack lounging in a meadow, pups tumbling playfully while adults watch vigilantly. To Native American tribes, the wolf was more than an animal. It was a symbol of strength, endurance, and spirituality. The Lakota called it Shungimanitu, the divine dog, a teacher of survival and unity. But as European settlers arrived, the wolf's story took a darker turn. Act 2, The Hunted. Visual, black and white photos of early American settlers juxtaposed with piles of wolf pelts and old bounty posters offering rewards for wolf kills. Narrator, to the settlers, the gray wolf was a menace, a threat to livestock, a shadow in the night. By the 1800s, a war was declared on the wolf. Bounties were placed on their heads, and hunters armed with traps, poison, and rifles set out to eradicate them. The howl that once defined the wilderness began to fade. Visual, a somber montage of barren landscapes where wolves once roamed, paired with the sound of distant gunshots. Interview, Dr. Sarah Thompson, wildlife biologist. The removal of wolves showed us how interconnected ecosystems are. Without apex predators like the gray wolf, entire landscapes suffer. Rivers change course, forests dwindle, and species vanish. The wolf isn't just a predator, it's a keystone species, holding the web of life together. Act 3, A Second Chance. Visual, grainy 1990s footage of wildlife biologists releasing wolves into Yellowstone National Park, their crates opening as wolves bound into the snow. Narrator, in the 1990s, a bold experiment began. Scientists, conservationists, and policymakers came together to bring the gray wolf back to Yellowstone National Park. It was a controversial decision. Ranchers feared for their livestock, while others saw the wolf's return as a chance to heal a broken ecosystem. Visual, wolves weaving through Yellowstone's forests, their paws crunching in the snow. Time-lapse of meadows regenerating as elk populations stabilize. The reintroduction was a triumph. The wolves thrived, their packs growing and spreading. They brought balance back to Yellowstone. Elk numbers stabilized, allowing vegetation to recover. Beavers returned, building dams that created wetlands for countless species. The ripple effect of the wolf's return was a powerful reminder: nature knows how to heal when given a chance. Interview: John Redfeather, Native American elder. To us, the wolf's return is more than science. It's a restoration of spirit. The wolf teaches us to live together, to respect the land, to listen to the earth's heartbeat. Act 4. The Modern Wolf. Visual: a wolf pack moving through a moonlit forest, their eyes glinting in the dark. Cut to a suburban neighborhood with wolf crossing signs. Narrator: today, the gray wolf's story is one of resilience, but also ongoing struggle. Thanks to conservation efforts, their numbers have grown to over 6,000 in the contiguous United States, with strong populations in the northern Rockies, Great Lakes, and parts of the Pacific Northwest. But their comeback has not been without challenges. Visual: news clips of debates over wolf hunting, ranchers inspecting livestock losses, and protesters advocating for wolf protections. Wolves often wander beyond protected parks, into ranches and rural communities. To some, they remain a symbol of the wild, a reminder of what we stand to lose. To others, they're a threat to livelihoods. This conflict between man and wolf is as old as the frontier itself, and it continues to shape the wolf's future. Interview: Tom Jenkins, Montana rancher. I've lost calves to wolves. It's tough, no question. But I've seen what happens when we work together. Better fencing, guard dogs, non-lethal deterrence. We can coexist, but it takes effort. Act 5. The Wolf Within Us. Visual: a close-up of a wolf's face, its eyes locking with the camera, conveying intelligence in depth. The scene shifts to a classroom where children learn about wolves, drawing their likeness on paper. Narrator: the gray wolf is more than an animal, it's a mirror. It reflects our relationship with the wild, our capacity for destruction, and our potential for redemption. Its story asks us to confront hard questions. Can we share the land with creatures we once feared? Can we restore what we've taken? Visual: a wolf pack howling in unison, their voices carrying across a starry night. The camera pans to a conservationist tagging a wolf with a radio collar, ensuring its safety. Conservation efforts continue, from tracking wolves to educating communities. Organizations like the Wolf Conservation Center and Defenders of Wildlife work tirelessly to protect the gray wolf, advocating for policies that balance human needs with the survival of this iconic species. Interview: Dr. Maria Gonzalez, conservationist. The wolf's recovery is a success story, but it's not over. Habitat loss, climate change, and political battles threaten their future. We need to keep fighting for them because protecting the wolf means protecting the wild itself. Closing scene: the howl endures. Visual: a slow-motion shot of a gray wolf running across a snowy ridge, its fur rippling in the wind. The camera pulls back to reveal the vast wilderness stretching to the horizon. Narrator: the gray wolf's howl is a call to the wild, a reminder of the beauty, power, and fragility of the world we share. It's a sound that has echoed for millennia, through forests and mountains, through triumph and tragedy. As long as we listen, as long as we act, that howl will endure.